What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to catch the Loyal 3 trio for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC, the Teal Mask, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about these 3 different hunts. Of course, guys, you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that Join Channel Member button below. So let's begin. 1. You cannot catch these guys within the main story. You have to beat the game. You have to have Ogre Pond ready and then do the epilogue scenes, and then you will be able to catch the Loyal 3. Number 2, the Loyal 3 are all shiny locked, so you cannot shiny hunt for them. They might be released in a future event, either a raid or some sort of event at like a GameStop or something. We just don't know at the moment. And the last thing is they're all level 70. And they all have a catch rate of 3, a legendary catch rate. So it's going to be really difficult. I recommend bringing a bunch of level 100s and, of course, something that can like really handle them well. I'm using a False Swipe Gallade. Gallade is pretty good for most of these guys. You know, just have False Swipe, Hypnosis, and Thunder Wave are pretty much the only 3 moves you need for this. I would not recommend Breloom, even though Breloom does have Spore. Breloom is weak to Fairy, which is not going to be great for Fezandipiti, and is going to be weak to Poison, and it's going to be weak to Psychic, so it's not going to be good against pretty much the other 2 in general. So yeah, Gallade is my preferred False Swiper. I'm sure there's some other good Pokemon for this as well. I'd also probably bring a team of 6 in general in the level 100s, because these can be really long fights, especially if you want to get these Pokemon in a preferred Pokeball, like maybe like a Luxury Ball or something like that, something that has a pretty low catch rate. Now, they're actually all located in the spots that you encounter them within the story. So we're going to be starting off with Monkidori. He's going to be right at the pond, which is going to be in the southwest part of the map right here. Very easy to find. He's very just right here chilling out in the middle of the field. You just got to walk up and encounter them. And like I said, they're not going to be able to shiny hunt, so the only thing that you can reroll on these guys are going to be their EVs and or their IVs, I mean, and their natures, if you really care about that. I mean, it might matter, especially playing VGC, if you want to get like those like 0 speed IV ones, 0 attack IV ones for the special attackers at the very least. Like Monkidori, I can see that being maybe necessary, so against a foul play or something like that. But that's up for you to decide. So I always recommend using False Swipe here. Try to knock it down to 1 HP. He doesn't have a way to actually recover, at least with Monkidori. So try to knock him down to 1 HP, and then from there, I would recommend, you know, hitting him with the Thunder Wave. It'll at least stick the entire time. Hypnosis could easily miss, and it doesn't last, you know, for the rest of the battle. So I prefer Thunder Wave. Some people prefer Hypnosis. Now, they all have the ability Toxic Chain, which is very annoying, meaning all their attacks, all their damaging moves have a 30% chance of putting Toxic on you. Now, this is a fight that I actually do recommend having some sort of like full restores and max revives, just so you can handle it a little bit better, because yeah, this is going to be a brutal fight no doubt. All right, and there we have it. We got Monkidori. I honestly think Umbreon is a pretty good choice for this, just because you are immune to all the psychic moves. You have big special defense, so you can very easily take those sludge waves coming out from the Monkidori. Probably wouldn't recommend Umbreon for the other 2 if you want to bring in a Pokemon just to sit there and like throw balls at for the Monkidori here. You know, Umbreon's going to be the king of that. Next up is Okidogi, which is exactly where you found it before. So to easily get this, you're just going to go back to the Paradise Barrens, fly to this area over here, and just head a little bit north, and you'll see him in the back. He's not as big this time, but he's still going to be a bit of a challenge. He's going to be a big physical attacker, so having anything that has sort of defense to it is going to be nice. And I will always recommend saving before entering the battle, because you don't want to accidentally knock it out and then not be able to catch an Okidogi on this save file, or Okidogi on this save file. Once again, False Swiper always recommended, and we're going to be going Gallade again with this. So he is fighting and poison type. So at least with Gallade, we do resist the fighting, which is actually going to be coming in handy here as well. Superpower is actually going to be very beneficial to us. It lowers his attack and his defense, making our False Swipes do a little bit more damage as well, but also makes it so he does less damage to us too. Of course, all his attacks, all his damaging attacks have a 30% chance of toxinating us, which is not really fun at all. But this is why I recommend coming with like full restores and things like that. Also has poison jab, so would not recommend bringing any fairies out here as well. A good Pokemon just to hang out in front of an Okidogi is probably Corviknight. You're immune to poison jab. You're going to be pretty, I mean, you're going to be neutral to superpower, but you have really high base defense, so you can pretty much take these hits. So you can like sit in front of this Pokemon and just chuck Ultra Balls or whatever ball you want, and you'll be able to survive. And especially when it spams superpower, it's only lowering its physical attack, so it just makes your life a little bit easier, and then you can boost up in front of it too. So yeah, this is an absolute wall. Of course, if you have Master Balls and you hate this whole process, just use a Master Ball. Just get through this and make it as quick as possible, because yeah, it is a brutal catch rate, no doubt. Now for the last one, Fezandipiti, and it probably has the most annoying location. So one, you're gonna have to fly over to the Crystal Pool, and then from the Crystal Pool, you're gonna head east all the way to this area right here. And we're going to be going into this cave. And just like in the main story, you got to go all the way to the bottom of the chilling waterhead in order to encounter the Fezandipiti. But luckily, because we're, we just want to get straight to the battle, you can just jump all the way down and go through the main door right here. Keep on going until you get to the outside part, and then you should see Fezandipiti just waiting for you right here. Now, once again, I would recommend saving, and this one's actually going to be the hardest one, because one, Fezandipiti has the move Roost, meaning it will heal up on you. So if you have a Master Ball, this is probably the one to use it on, just because it's going to use Roost on you a lot. You could taunt it as well to prevent that, but it's just going to be the most annoying of the three to catch, in my opinion. It is also a fairy type, which is a very strong typing. So, like, Gallade is not necessarily the best choice, because we are going to be weak to a fairy move here. You can also Terra to prevent that if you really care, but just keep that in mind, that this is probably the hardest of the three. So, in my personal opinion, you can go for the false swipes. I mean, it does have lower physical defense and special defense, but yeah, the Roost is already happening. I don't like it. You're probably better off using like a Thunder Wave first thing and then going for the capture on it. But in my case, I'm just going to hit that Master Ball on it, because I personally do not want to spend 30 minutes trying to catch this Fezandipiti. But there you have it, guys. That is how you catch the Loyal 3 in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Teal Mask DLC. Not the hardest things to catch. I think Fezandipiti is definitely a few points harder than the other two, but in general, hey, they're all really good Pokemon. I'm excited to see how they fare in VGC, especially Fezandipiti. I think it's going to be the personal best of the three. Let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite of the Loyal 3, and I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet action. Peace out. Have a good one.